don't usually take to debunking other theories directly, but I've gotten so many requests to cover the Tim Burton theory that it seemed time that someone step up and resolve this issue. If you can't tell, it makes me a little nuts. Much like the idea that Tarzan, Anna, and Elsa have the same parents, despite the fact that they look nothing alike and are from completely different eras and nations, I find the Tim Burton theory to be clickbait with no substance. For those of you who have never heard of this popular theory, the Tim Burton theory basically says that The Nightmare Before Christmas, The Corpse Bride, and Frankenweenie are all a reverse timeline of events, and that it's really one single story. Granted, it's one of those theories that when you first hear it, you're all like, huh, that makes a lot of sense. However, if you dig at all into the actual movies, it falls apart quickly. Essentially, the only thing these movies have in common is that the main characters are all boys who have had a dog with a long snout. Even if we throw out the logic that all the dogs have different names, Sparky, Scraps, and Zero, there's so much more to debunk this! To sever the easiest connection first, let's remove Jack Skellington from the equation. Jack has a lot of style, panache, and flair to being openly dramatic. Sure, Victor is dramatic too, but in this more whiny, self-pitying way. Jack's all like, I'm having a mid-death crisis, so I'm going to sing loudly in the streets about it, and then he takes actions to fix his problems. Victor, on the other hand, is very Weasley and he won't deal with his issues head on, which is how he ended up married to a corpse and too polite to tell her, no way, I'm not doing this. And okay, I hear you. Maybe Victor became more of an outrovert as he aged and his personality became similar to Jack's, and I would totally get on board with the idea that Victor refused to move on in his afterlife because he was scared to life that he'd have to choose between Victoria and Emily again. But, as cool as that would be, Victor still has a completely different way of speaking and a different shaped skull. Seriously, this is Jack's jawbone, way up here and part of a circular shape. Victor's head is much more angular and his jawbone would be way down here. Plus, Scraps is a skeleton and Zero is a ghost dog. There's no scenario where this works as canon. So let's go ahead and throw The Nightmare Before Christmas out of the Tim Burton theory, okay? Now, with Frankenweenie and The Corpse Bride, this theory makes a little more sense. The dogs not only look alike, but both of the characters are named Victor. The Victors even look like they're side-by-side comparisons of a kid growing into an adult. However, the movies are set well over 100 years apart, with The Corpse Bride being from the 1800s and Frankenweenie being an homage to 1950s scary movies. Even if you choose to ignore all of that, boom! The beginning of The Corpse Bride shows us what Scraps looked like as a living dog. It's not Sparky, guys, sorry! But I would find it very believable that the Victors are related. Frankenweenie Victor is like the great-great-grandson of Victor and Victoria, and the family moved to America in the early 1900s for the sake of expanding the reach of the Van Dort family fish market or something like that. I could totally get behind that as a theory. Or hey, where's the theory that puts in Jonah from Tim Burton's Family Dog series? He totally looks like Sparky! The timeline theory that it's all one story though is just so bogus. It might not be reality, but theories are more fun unless you're like me and you just kill them. Sorry, Burton buddies. So sorry. Well, that's all I have for now, but this video's not quite over yet. I get a lot of comments that say, do a theory on this topic, but I've already done those theories. So please consider going to my main channel page and clicking on the video tab so that way you can see everything I've done. You will probably find a lot of things you like that you never even knew that I posted. I want to let you know that I also have two other channels, Say Halo Goodbye Gaming and the Fanily Family Vlogs. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed enough to hit subscribe and share. I can use all the help I can get to let other people know that this channel exists. And if you made it this far, leave me a comment that says something like, hey, I made it to the end, and then let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future. I can't make any promises, but the more people that request something, the more I can look into it. Okay, well, I love you. I'll see you in the next video.